Good morning. I have not long woke up and I thought I'd do a day in the life with me because I'm going on a photo shoot today and I'm going to try and get some BTS for you guys. Starting off the day, I need to go and weigh myself. I am fighting on the 15th of August. Today is the 10th of July. I've got a little bit of weight to cut, so first things first is to check my weight, and then I'm going to have a shower, eat, do my hair and makeup. I've got a little bit of admin to do, and then we're going to set off for the photo shoot, so come with me. Got my scales from Amazon and it comes with this app, so when you weigh yourself it'll tell you your body fat percentage, body water percentage, like lean muscle mass percentage. It's really good. So you just push that button there to say that you're getting on the scales. And I am 67.3, I think that's going to be. Yep. And then as I come onto here, it goes onto there. So the final stage of skincare is a bit of SPF. I'm using skincare by Dr. V. So this was recommended by my best friend. This is a zinc-based SPF. So it doesn't have all of those nasty chemicals in that other SPFs have. You just want to make sure your whole face is covered. To be honest, if I'm wearing makeup, I don't put as much SPF on just because I feel that my makeup slides off sometimes. So I'm just putting enough on just so my skin is protected. And that's it, it's done. So you'll see I look like a glazed donut. My skin looks super shiny, but that's exactly how it needs to be so the makeup can not dry my skin out. That's the main aim for me, is to not have dry skin. Now I've done skincare, I'm going to wash my hands and we're going to have the first meal of the day. We've got oats with protein powder, flaxseed, half a banana and blueberries. I also add a little bit of Manuka honey to my oats. I get my Manuka honey from Manuka Doctor, and the strength I use is 840 MgO, which is really strong. And then I just finish it off with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt. That's what we've got going on with my hair so far. So nice loose curls. It's so hot. I'm not going to do the rest of my hair just yet. I'm going to make a start on my makeup and then I'm going to finish the rest of this just before I go, just because I don't want it to all go flat. But I'm going to take my hair curlers with me anyway, because no doubt I will have to redo parts of it throughout the shoot. Where did that go? The base is so important because if it's not right, your makeup is not going to stick. I use Bobbi Brown enriched face base. Prime the skin. Obviously I've done my skincare earlier this morning, but I just make sure the whole skin is covered, but not too thick because otherwise the makeup is going to slide off. Next up, we are going to do the tinted SPF. So I've already got SPF on my face, which is to protect my skin, but this is just to give it a little bit of colour. I don't wear foundation. I just use a tinted SPF, and I do apply it with my hands. I feel like it goes into the skin a lot better than using a makeup brush. I don't want to put a really thick layer on today because obviously it's really hot, and I've just been told the studio that I'm working in today does not have any aircon, so I'm going to go for a very minimal makeup look, but just ensuring that the skin is looking even skin tone, it's looking dewy. I want it to look healthy. So sometimes in these instances, less is more. There we go. Next stage, we've got concealer. I use Christian Dior concealer in the shade, I think it's 2.5. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. That's just what I got matched with, and that's what I use. So I'm just going to literally dab that in with the Beauty Blender. Okay, that's looking quite good. And again, I find less is more. I used to fall into the trap of putting loads of concealer on, and it would go really cakey, making my under eyes look even more textured, accentuating the darkness and accentuating the fine lines. So we want to try and avoid that by just putting minimal on. Coming on to the next step, we are going to do the cream bronzer. This is just a light bit of contouring, and I use the cream bronzer from Refi in shade Oak. So this is quite a bit darker, but I just find that this really helps sculpt my cheeks. And I also use the Refi brush, which I got separately. So I'm just going to put a bit of product there, dab a bit on my hand, and then go underneath. We're also going to go up here, and we are also going to go all around the forehead here. So let me just show you on one side before I do the other side. This will just make the face look a little bit more like smaller and framed. Next, I'm going to use a paler concealer, and that's to contour my nose. So the concealer I'm using is by Hourglass and the shade Cotton. Now this is a lot lighter than the concealer I would use on my under eye, but I'm just going to do pretty much a line straight down the middle of my nose. Let's see if we can get it straight. So from about here. Perfect. So line down the middle of the nose, and we're just going to do a little dot there. I'm just going to leave that for 1 minute, okay? Whilst I'm leaving it for a minute, I'm going to use my powder. So I'm using the Airbrush Flawless Powder by Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm literally just going to lock in all of the work that I've just done contour-wise. So I'm literally just applying powder to all of the areas I have just contoured. It's literally like a minute job. It didn't take long at all. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for the gift. So YouTubers, I am on a live stream on TikTok at the same time. TikTokers, I'm vlogging through YouTube at the same time. So I've just gone in with the powder. That is all set. And again, I actually avoid the under eye because I find once I start putting loads of powder on it, it starts creasing. And it really accentuates the fine lines and wrinkles, which we do not want. Right, so the nose, the tip of the nose, I'm just blending out because you don't want any harsh lines. You want it to look like blurred, so it's still whiter. You can see it's whiter, but it's starting to blur now. It would just be contouring. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Now coming to the centre part, we are just going to, again, dab that out. Okay, and then we're just going to blend this bit here. Finally, on that part, we are going to just put a bit of powder on the area that we just worked on. Lock that all in. Lovely stuff. And we're just going to use a bit of powder on the eye area. A little bit on the brows too, because you don't want to have a shiny brow. There we go. We're using a highlighter now. I use the one from Laura Mercier in shade Indiscretion. And I'm just going to put that here on top of the cheekbones. I don't use a lot of highlighter because I don't want it to look like metallic. You just want it so when the light captures it, it just frames that part nicely. Obviously go on the other side. And then we're going to highlight the nose. So we're just going to go down the bridge of the nose. And just the tip of the nose. Coming onto the brows, I use the Refine brow pen, which I got off TikTok. And the brows are brushed up. I was trying to find my... Here we go. So I just brush the brows, and then I'm just going to fill in with a pen. So for lips, I've got the Wonder Skin lip liner, and I'm just going to go slightly over the lip line at the top, but not on the sides. There we go. And I just need a little bit of... I can use a different lip liner here. Just a little bit lighter, so Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, just to kind of blend that in so there's no harsh lines. Cut is complete. I just need to pack. I've prepared my lunch. I've prepared all of my liquids. I'm just going to quickly pack and then we're going to set off. Salad that I've prepared for lunch. I've got my last meal, which is Greek yogurt, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and a little bit of Manuka honey. The car is loaded with all of my food, drink, clothes, everything. I'm going to head off and get some fuel, and then I've got about an hour's drive. I'm aiming to get there an hour early so I can find good parking, grab a coffee, and walk to the studio without rushing and stressing. I'll catch you when I'm there. At my destination now, I've parked, and I am an hour and 15 minutes early, which is brilliant because that gives me time to eat and digest my food. So let's get the salad. Where is it? We've got a healthy salad, which I prepped earlier with you guys, and some coconut water and some water. Check this out. And today, this is Art Asylum, and we are right on the seafront of Weymouth. I don't know if you've been to Weymouth or even know anything about Weymouth, but it is a really cute seaside town. I'd love to get an ice cream, but I can't because I'm dieting and cutting weight. But let me just show you this view. So we've literally got that on the doorstep. I have arrived at the studio. We are at Art Asylum, which is in Weymouth. So this is the dressing room. So it's nice to have a really big dressing room with everything I need there. And then coming out here, we have got like a bedroom setup. So this is really good for boudoir or lingerie, or even that lifestyle sort of content with the big mirror there. You've got two big windows that let a lot of natural light in. So this is great for photographers that want to capture that natural light setting. He's got different setups here as well. We've got kitchen area. And then this is the other part of the studio, where this is more like a, you know, like a typical studio setup. So lots of lighting and there's different backdrops and stuff. There we go. How cool is that? Art Asylum Reloaded Photo Studio. Welcome to Aria Wild. That's really nice. Yeah, okay. I really, really like that. Yeah. Okay, right, second sister. Yeah. It's showtime. Yeah.
So you just go through.
And home. What a day. I had a really good shoot. I was shooting with someone that I've worked with before called Alan. His Instagram is Fox Photographic. So the last time we shot was about 3 years ago. So it was really nice to see how much both of us have come on from 3 years ago. I'm going to get in, have a shower, unpack, do a load of washing, decompress, and then tomorrow I'm off to Chippenham and I've got sparring. So I'm going to get some shut-eye and I'm going to bring you guys with me to sparring tomorrow. So sleep well and yeah, see you tomorrow.